Ray is 47. 2 years ago, his closest friend robbed him and disappeared. Now he can't explain why everyone he loves keeps ending up outside a door he doesn't remember closing. I brought in Marcus Aurelius, who outlasted betrayal by his own blood. He'll show Ray that the wall he built to survive is the thing dismantling his life.
Kevin, 12 years. We started on the same crew in 2009. By 2018, I gave him signature authority on the payroll accounts. He'd earned it. October 2 years ago, I caught a discrepancy, brought in a forensic accountant, took 6 weeks, $43,000. By the time I had the full accounting, Kevin wasn't answering his phone. I never pressed charges.
And where are you now?
Best year we've had. 6 guys, all solid. 3 school contracts, municipal job in Akron. I keep my head down, finish the job. That's how it runs.
You answered the question about where you are by describing a place where no one asks where you are.
The work is steady. That's all I was saying.
When you cap off a section of line from the main, what happens to it?
It goes dead. No pressure. Just pipe sitting there.
A branch cut off from the continuity of that which was next unto it must needs be cut off from the whole tree. So a man that is divided from another man is divided from the whole society. A man is not constituted to run isolated. The branch does not choose to die. It simply stops receiving what it was made to carry. You know how to cap a line. When was the last time you let someone carry real weight with you?
I mean, yeah, that's how pipe works. I don't know what you want me to say about the rest of it.
Let me ask you something from your world. One of your men comes in tomorrow morning. Good worker. He tells you he's made a decision not to use his left hand, not an injury, a policy. What do you do with him?
Can't put him on most jobs, pipe work especially. You need both hands to torque a fitting properly. He's a liability on half the work I run.
What kind of job have you been doing for the last 2 years?
Look, I've run like this my whole life, and it's worked out. My first marriage, Amy. We were together 9 years. About a year before the end, we both just went quiet. Neither of us said anything until there wasn't much left to say. We've got 2 boys, Tyler's 16, Connor's 13. Every other weekend, 2 weeks in summer. No blow-ups, no ugliness. It ran its course. I'm not easy to live with. I know that. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be a disaster every time something reaches the end.
The best kind of revenge is not to become like unto them. Of my grandfather Verus, I have learned to be gentle and meek, and to refrain from all anger and passion. He was gone before I could hold his face clearly in memory. I was passed from my grandfather's household to an emperor, from an emperor to tutors, shaped by men who were present but not mine. Your father left when you were 11. I am not asking what he did. I am asking what you decided a man was after that.
A man shows up, does the work, doesn't fall apart. My mother kept the lights on after he left and she never made a production of it. That was just the job. That's what I decided a man was, and that's what I've done. 14 years, never missed a deadline. Tyler's games, Connor's science fair last spring, I'm there. I cut Lily's food up small enough she can't choke on it. I am at that table every night. I show up.
Then hath a man attained to the estate of perfection in his life and conversation, when he so spends every day, as if it were his last day, never hot and vehement in his affections, nor yet so cold and stupid as one that had no sense, and free from all manner of dissimulation. Coldness is not steadiness. It is a particular kind of failure. A man so careful not to burn that he goes dark instead. A man can stand at the table every night and still be elsewhere. His body occupies the room. The rest of him has filed a different address.
I want to be clear about Kevin because the specifics matter. He wasn't somebody I hired out of the paper. We started on the same crew. I gave him keys to my office in 2015. When his wife left him in 17, I was the one who kept his hours full. I knew what he had at home. I vouched for him on contracts, 12 years. Signature authority on my payroll because I trusted him the way you trust a brother. $43,000. He didn't have the decency to pick up his phone, so, yeah, I keep things closer now. Tell me where I'm wrong.
You have spent this conversation describing what one man did 2 years ago. You have said almost nothing about the people in your house right now. Your wife. What does Diane know about what is happening inside you?
Last September, she sat me down and said she needed to know if I was actually in this, and I told her I was. I take care of her. I take care of the house. Last month she asked me directly whether I still wanted to be in the marriage. I told her yes, I meant it, and then I went to work the next morning and I haven't said anything real to her since.
Now we are speaking about the same thing. Lily is 18 months old. She is learning right now what lives in her father's face, before she has words for any of it. She is learning whether there is a room, and whether the door to that room has always been closed. Do you know what she is being taught?
She has a word for me. When it's dark in her room and one of us comes in, she knows which one. She knows my face.
Do, soul, do, abuse and contemn thyself. Yet a while and the time for thee to respect thyself will be at an end. Every foreman on the Danube understood what a deferred window becomes. Not a maintenance item, a tear-out. Lily is 18 months old. Diane asked you that question last month. This is not work you schedule for next quarter. What Kevin did was real. What your father did was real. But neither of those men constituted you. Fit and accommodate thyself to that estate and to those occurrences, which by the destinies have been annexed unto thee, and love those men whom thy fate it is to live with. But love them truly. Diane, Tyler, Connor, Lily, that is your estate. That was yours before you walked into this room, before Kevin, before the theft, before any of it. The only question that remains is whether you will actually inhabit it. Presence, depth, self-mastery.
The distance had been building longer than 2 years. Kevin's theft gave the wall a name. The theft did not build it. What Marcus showed Ray was not that he needed to be more open, more present, more willing to be seen. It was that what he called protection was the loss itself, happening slowly, by his own hand, with no clear departure date to point to. A branch cut off from the continuity of that which was next unto it must needs be cut off from the whole tree, so a man that is divided from another man is divided from the whole society. This channel exists for the men who recognize themselves somewhere in this conversation. If that's you, subscribe, leave a comment. There's more work to do. Stillwater Man.